major sectors in one of the major contributor to the Indian economy. Uh, 14 major sector in terms of direct, indirect, and induced effect in all sectors of the economy. Real estate sector categorizes into four categories: housing, retail, hospitality, and commercial. The growth of this sector is influenced by the growth in the corporate environment and the demand for office space, along with the urban and semi-urban accommodation. The COVID-19 pandemic has adversely affected the commercial real estate sector. This is in tune with the overall state of the Indian economy. Lockdown has completely stopped the work of construction activity, which has made the life hard for the laborers and were forced to return their villages. With the opening of vaccination drive has made the workers to return to their work as well as for customers for the booking. Thus, the theme of our webinar is commercial properties. Is it good time to invest in new generation business? So, Rohit Housing was incorporated in 1993, catering in the affordable housing segment as real estate consultancy by Mr. Uday Veer Singh. Till date, the company has sold more than 20,000 flats and more than 200 commercials. Even the company has also forayed in the construction of buildings under its associate company, Ahinsa Nirman. The company is now diversified into project management company. Now the business of the company is headed by Mr. Rohit Kumar Singh. Mr. Rohit Singh is having experience of more than 15 years across various functions, that is sales and business development, research, content development, developing award model, and managing overall P&L for a business unit. He has been managing sales and operation teams, strategic client relationships, executing mission critical projects, and ultimately driving business growth. Rohit is instrumental in leveraging his experience in B2B segments to ensure for deriving value for each client, business partner, employees, and other relevant stakeholders in a transparent and ethical manner. I would like to call Rohit.
Thank you, Sonali. Uh, Good evening, friends. Today, our theme is the real estate sector is the globally recognized sector. The growth of this sector is complemented by the growth in the corporate environment and the demand for office space as well as for urban and semi-urban accommodations. The real estate industry is ranked third among the major sectors in terms of revenue and employment. This sector attracts the major investment from non-resident Indian, both in the short term and the long term. Among these, the Pune is also the one of the most favored property investment destinations for NRI as well, followed by Ahmedabad, Chennai, Bengaluru, Goa, Delhi, and Dehradun. The real estate market is expected to grow by 65,000 crore by the end of 2040 from 12,000 crore in 2019. Retail, hospitality, and commercial real estate are also growing significantly, providing the much needed infrastructure for India's growing needs. Despite of the pandemic, the office market recorded the transactions of 22.2 million square foot space in the second half of the 2020, whereas the new completions of the project were recorded at 17.2 million square feet in the same period. In terms of the share of sectoral occupiers, information technology sector dominated the of commercial space in 2020. SMEs, electronic component manufacturers, leased the most between Pune, Chennai, and Delhi NCR, followed by the auto sector leasing in Chennai, Ahmedabad, and Pune. Of the total PE in real estate in fourth quarter of financial year 21, the office segment attracted 74% share, followed by retail and residential and warehousing with 7% each. Pune, we can say that it is the emerging hotspot for commercial real estate market. Over the last few years, Pune has grown to be the well-known industrialized and IT-driven metropolis city in country. Pune, India's most populous city in the West, is also known as the India's Detroit, is Asia's largest industrial powerhouse. Pune was placed number 2 in the Ease of Doing Living Index 2020 by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs in India in 2019. With the significant increase in number of migrants and educational institutes in the city, it has a vast pool of qualified human resources too. In the last 2 decades, the city has welcomed a slew of migrants from all over the country. transforming it into a global metropolis. But due to the lockdown, trades and office spaces dropped dramatically from April to June 2020. The pandemic has a negative impact on most of the company's revenue, prompting them to rethink their cost on office space. As a result, office transactions fell by 70% year over year in the first half of 2020, while completions fell by 87%. However, as a part of their long run in the real estate strategy, many significant corporate occupiers in Pune renewed their current leases in quarter 2020, absorbing 1 million square foot of gross office space. City's presence, real estate status. The city has grown tremendous in recent decades, and surroundings such as Talegaon, Chakan, and Pimpri Chinchwad has emerged as important development hubs due to the immense industrial growth potential in this area. Due to the population expansion and expanding real estate socio-economic progress and infrastructure, Pimpri Chinchwad is Pune's fastest growing suburbs and fastest growing city. This is the prospective real estate micro market consists of primary working persons working in IT, BFSI, motor and vehicles. Pune has been awarded the 650 billion as a part of India's smart city project for the development of metro translink, a new airport, ring road over next 7 to 8 years. This will result in the construction of flyovers, roadways, as well as international exhibition and conference sectors. Factors what has been contributing to the demand, supply and pricing trend. One is the offices with multiple projects nearing completion. Roughly 14.18 million square feet is expected to be delivered by 2023. Retail, supermarkets, home improvements, retailers and consumer durable electronic retailers are just a few of the retail sectors that are expected as well. Residential, the need for the tangible assets to have a designated workspace apart from a regular as per the work from home standards will drive sales in 1 BHK and 2 BHK segments. Investments, inflows of an FDI into the construction development sector was around 10.9 billion in January-March 2021, a minor decrease of 4.2% due to the pandemic, and FDI inflows for the full financial year 2021 fell by 28.3. The upcoming projects MTM is one of the unique in its, and they have got a very good concept. So now I over it to Sonali.
Thank you, Rohit, for your words. Now I would like to invite Mr. Kuvar Kaushik from Solitaire.
Sonali, thank you for the time. I'm super excited to be here, guys. The moment I got to know that I will be one of the speaker, I was really excited to be part of this. So I think majorly a lot of. So let me give my introduction to you. My name is Kuvar Kaushik. I have around 20 years of experience in banking, finance, life insurance, as real estate. I think it has been, we have the basic macro economics has been given already to you guys. But, let me be very, very, for me, I think it is very, very important to put things in a straight line. So with the pandemic contained locally and access to vaccination, what has happened, guys, is that, now when we know there is a vaccination and the pandemic is contained locally and the second wave is over, although we are now thinking about the third wave, the economy is looking very bright, and that the sign has been shown through the results as well as how the markets are behaving as of now. So I am very, very positive about the second half of 2021, and because the vaccination is there, and although the growth to me looks like slightly slow, and there can be an uneven recovery, but I'm very, very positive about 2021 when as a as the market growth. So let's talk about the retail part. I personally believe you guys would have seen a great V when it comes to residential market, because the family has understood that how important it is right now to have a bigger space in case people who are working from home and all. When it comes to office spaces, this is the right time to buy for companies, because India being an outsourcing destination, there will be a huge huge demand of offices, the commercial spaces. So companies right now, smart people, while they are looking at, because of the pandemic, people were away from the commercial real estate, but the smart buyers are, investing right now. When it comes to retail, people have started, understanding that there are different formats, and there are different formats of, brick and mortar store. And when we see that which were the store which were open during the pandemics and all, so we see that, all the food shops, all, the medicine shops, and all those shops which were, they were open. The things which were important, essential items were open. So the demand for retail has gone up, and believe me, this is the right time to invest into retail investment space. Coming to Solitaire, I will just take you through few pointers that will give you a clear idea. We are right now, our offices are in Mumbai, Kolhapur, Nasik, Ahmednagar, Aurangabad. We started our journey in 1981. So, it's a vintage company. We are almost like 42 years of our, we have a magnificent journey of 4 decades almost. And our first generation entrepreneur is Mr. Ashok Choradia. We have a, clear-cut vision to create unparalleled simplicity and trust in the real estate world. So 2 things which is most important in real estate world is simplicity, how we create, for our clients, simple products which they can associate with, and the trust of, trust is important in real estate, that a buyer trusting you with getting the end product. So, so this is it. This is from my side, from Solitaire side. I wish that I could have had more time to speak, but I have been given, 5 minutes to talk to. So I will be over to you, Sonali, for taking it forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaur. I would like to invite Mr. Siddharth Asarpota now.
For inviting me on this conclave, Sonali. Thank you, Kaur, and thank you, Rohit ji, for giving us this opportunity to possibly bring forward to a larger audience a gamut of products. जैसे कि आप सब लोगों ने कुंवर जी का सुना and रोहित जी की सुना कि overall the markets have been looking very promising. Retail sector या आप residential या commercial देख लो तो everywhere there has been a value buying, because आज के time में everyone is looking forward to go into something which is creating value, is beyond comparison, and it is a concept driven development. एक research द्वारा कोई भी product अगर आते हैं लेकर तो that has been tested and proven in markets globally, and that has a higher success ratio. So for me, when I have been given this opportunity today, I would wish to bring forward to you something that possibly is a revolutionary product, a game changer, considering Pune's fastest real estate brand, fastest growing real estate brand, Solitaire, ये एक product जो आप सब लोगों को एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी दे रहा है, जहां पे हम सिर्फ एक ही चीज क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं कि एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मार्केट जो आज के टाइम में मिसिंग है, एक ऐसी मार्केट जो प्लान की गई है हर एक ट्रेडर, हर एक बिजनेस ओनर, हर एक मैन्युफैक्चरर के लिए या हर एक इन्वेस्टर के लिए जो वैल्यू देख रहा है किसी एक प्रोजेक्ट में और वैल्यू क्रिएशन में बिलीव करता है. 22 एकड़ के लैंड पार्सल बिपेवाड़ी में जो नेचुरली ट्रेडर्स पैराडाइज जाना जाता है पूना में, इस प्रोजेक्ट का निर्माण किया जा रहा है. एंड MTM इज अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. एक मार्केट ऐसा जो प्रोडक्ट आपके सामने जो दिया जा रहा है वो हर एक ट्रेडर के जो करंट चैलेंजेस हैं उन्हें रिजॉल्व करता है, और बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस फ्रॉम ग्लोबल ट्रेडिंग मार्केट्स हैव बीन एम्ब्रेस्ड इन दिस काइंड ऑफ अ मार्केट. एक गेटेड कम्युनिटी, मैं बोल सकता हूँ गेटेड कंपाउंड, जो 2000 से ज्यादा दुकानें, स्टोरेज स्पेस, बैंक्स, ट्रांसपोर्टर्स, लॉजिस्टिक सर्विसेज या इत्यादि जो भी एक ट्रेडर को लगते हैं बिजनेस अच्छी तरह से करने में, उस एक प्रोजेक्ट की डिलीवरी हम देख रहे हैं. हम ऐसा कर क्यों रहे हैं? क्योंकि हम अपने आप में ये मानते हैं कि हम अपने आप में एक अच्छी सी चीज एक ट्रस्टेड पार्टनर के साथ अगर हम मार्केट में लेकर आते हैं तो हमेशा उसका एक्सेप्टेंस हाई होता है। हमारी कमिटमेंट क्या है? टू मेक श्योर कि हम हमेशा हर टाइम एक सुपीरियर क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट, एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से एक एक्सेप्शनल कस्टमर एक्सपीरियंस और एक अच्छी तरह से लॉयल्टी बेस्ड जो हम बनाते हैं उसके बारे में हम बात करते हैं। अब मैं अगर इस प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बात करूं तो आई विल जस्ट वांट टू शेयर माय स्क्रीन विद यू ऑल कि मैं आपको इस प्रोडक्ट के एक छोटे से ग्लिम्स को दिखा सकूं। प्लीज बेयर विद मी।
आत्मनिर्भर भारत एक महाशक्ति बनने के लिए तैयार। व्यापार की बढ़ती संभावनाएं यानी एक मजबूत अर्थव्यवस्था का निर्माण। पुणे शहर जो कल था मराठा पेशवाओं का गर्व, वो आज है व्यापार के पेशवाओं का गढ़। ये न सिर्फ ऑटोमोबाइल्स और भारी मशीनों का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब है, बल्कि आईटी क्षेत्र में दुनिया का एक उभरता सितारा भी है। रोजगार के बढ़ते अवसरों के साथ पुणे की जनसंख्या भी तेजी से बढ़ी है। ज्यादा लोग मतलब ज्यादा ग्राहक, यानी कि व्यापारियों के लिए ज्यादा बिजनेस, एजुकेशन, रिटेल एंड एंटरटेनमेंट, हॉस्पिटैलिटी और अन्य बिजनेस तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। लेकिन ट्रेडर्स जो पुणे के बिजनेस की असली ताकत हैं, आज भी पुराने मार्केट और पेठ में फंसे हैं, जहां पैर रखने की भी जगह नहीं, जहां अस्वच्छता फैली है, जहां इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का नामो निशान नहीं, जहां से गोदाम दूर हैं, जहां अच्छी सर्विस नहीं है, जहां बिजनेस एक्सपेंशन की बात करना ही बेकार है। ये बाजार आज ट्रेडर्स के लिए एक परेशानी बन गए हैं। लेकिन ये सब बीते हुए कल की बात है, क्योंकि अब बदलने वाली है पुणे शहर में ट्रेड की तस्वीर और ट्रेडर्स की तकदीर। पेश है महाराष्ट्र का सबसे बड़ा होलसेल ट्रेड मार्केट। ये सिर्फ एक प्रोजेक्ट नहीं, सॉलिटेयर और जयराज ग्रुप की एक ऐसी सोच है जो पुणे के ट्रेडर्स के लिए पूरे महाराष्ट्र में व्यापार के द्वार खोल देगी। और सबसे बड़ी खासियत है इसकी लोकेशन। बिब्वेवाड़ी है पुणे शहर के बीचों बीच, पूरे महाराष्ट्र के हाईवेज, पोर्ट्स और एयरपोर्ट से कनेक्टेड, ताकि ट्रेडर्स का बिजनेस दिन दूनी रात चौगुनी उन्नति करे। यहाँ पर पिछले कुछ सालों में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में बहुत तरक्की हुई है, जिससे यकीनन बिजनेस भी बढ़ेगा। यहाँ वो सब है जो आपको बेहतर बिजनेस के लिए चाहिए, जैसे बड़ी दुकानें, ताकि आपका सामान और ग्राहक दोनों आराम से रहें। आपकी सुरक्षा का यहाँ पर पूरा इंतजाम है। आधुनिक तकनीक से लैस सीसीटीवी कैमरा और एक सेंट्रल कमांड सेंटर जो रखे हर पल हर किसी पे नजर। साथ ही 3,500 कारों और 6,500 टू व्हीलर्स के लिए पार्किंग, यानी पार्किंग का नो टेंशन। यहाँ गोडाउन कॉम्प्लेक्स के अंदर ही है, ताकि आपका समय बचे। एक साथ 40 गाड़ियों की लोडिंग अनलोडिंग की सुविधा, ताकि बिजनेस आसान हो। एक आधुनिक डिस्प्ले जहां आपका प्रोडक्ट दिखेगा भी और बिकेगा भी। इतना ही नहीं, इस मार्केट के अंदर ग्राहक के लिए और भी बहुत कुछ है, जैसे अच्छे रेस्टोरेंट और एक भव्य फूड कोर्ट। पुणे के सभी मार्केट एक ही मार्केट में, बाजार की रौनक और इच्छा अनुसार सामान की खरीदारी। मार्केट का ट्रैफिक सिस्टम सुनियोजित तरीके से बनाया गया है, ताकि ग्राहक को आने जाने में कोई परेशानी न हो। और यहाँ जगह की कोई मारामारी नहीं, मतलब बिजनेस भी बढ़ेगा और रिश्ते भी। और बिजनेस के लिए जरूरी अन्य सुविधाओं का पूरा ध्यान रखा गया है, जैसे फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज, लॉजिस्टिक सपोर्ट, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सपोर्ट, विक्रेता केंद्र, एमएसएमई सपोर्ट, ये सब यहाँ उपलब्ध है। जैसे मिलान फैशन के लिए और फुशन चाइनीज ट्रेड के लिए फेमस है, वैसे ही ये मार्केट बनेगा पुणे ट्रेड की पहचान। अब तक सैकड़ों ट्रेडर्स इसके साथ जुड़ चुके हैं और बन चुके हैं सदस्य पुणे के स्मार्टेस्ट ट्रेडर्स क्लब के। इस क्लब का सदस्य बनने के बहुत सारे फायदे हैं, जैसे लीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर्स में विज्ञापन की सुविधा, रेडियो चैनल्स के साथ जुड़ने का अवसर, फ्री ई-कॉमर्स स्टोर, सप्लायर स्टेटस में प्राथमिकता, एक बेहतरीन सोच, आधुनिक सुविधाएं और अच्छी लोकेशन। यही 3 चीजें बनाती हैं इस मार्केट को आपके बिजनेस के सुनहरे भविष्य का निर्माता। महाराष्ट्र का सबसे बड़ा होलसेल ट्रेड मार्केट।
वेरी मच। जैसे कि आप सब लोगों ने देखा कि इस मार्केट के, अगर आपने एवी में देखा कि इस मार्केट में सारी वो चीजें हैं जो आजकल हम कहीं ना कहीं उस ऐसी एक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की तलाश में हमेशा होते हैं, जहाँ पे एक ईज ऑफ ट्रेड, जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि ईज ऑफ ट्रेड दिया जा सके। तो ईज ऑफ ट्रेड एमटीएम के द्वारा इसी एक मार्केट में हर एक ट्रेडर, हर एक व्यापारी, हर एक मैन्युफैक्चरर, रिटेलर, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर या एक इन्वेस्टर को आज ये मौका दे रहा है, जहाँ पे लिमिटेड शोरूम्स और स्पेसेस हैं, इंट्रोडक्टरी प्राइसिंग है आप लोगों के लिए, अपॉर्चुनिटी आगे जाकर इस मार्केट को और अच्छी तरह से बढ़ाने की एक अभी से ही एक अपॉर्चुनिटी और एक मुहिम क्रिएट की जा रही है, जहाँ पे 2000 व्यापारी एक ही मार्केट, एक ही छत के नीचे 18 ट्रेड कैटेगरी के प्रोडक्ट्स के साथ डील करेंगे। लार्जेस्ट ट्रेडर बेस होगा आगे जाके ये मार्केट के निर्माण होने के बाद, जहाँ पे ऐसी किसी भी मार्केट में इतने सारे ट्रेडर्स एक साथ कभी भी ट्रेड नहीं करते हैं आज तक। और इसी के लिए ये एक ट्रेडर्स हब और एक डेस्टिनेशन मार्केट बन जाएगा, जहाँ पे हर वो सुविधा ट्रेडर्स को प्रोवाइड की जाएगी, जहाँ पे उनके लिए जो भी उनके, आप आज के टाइम पे लोडिंग अनलोडिंग हो गया, वेयर हाउसिंग फैसिलिटीज हो गए, उनका फूड कोर्ट की एरियाज हो गई, आपकी एम्यूनिटीज की देख लीजिए, स्पेसिफिकेशन देख लीजिए, वो सारी चीजों का यहाँ पे एक हल निकाला गया है, ताकि ट्रेडर को सिर्फ अपने बिजनेस पे ही फोकस करने का मौका दिया जाए, और वो सिर्फ अपने बिजनेस को और आगे कैसे लेके जाता है उसके द्वारा हम एक ऐसी मार्केट का निर्माण कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे। सो मेरी सबसे गुजारिश है कि जैसे कि आपने मेरे साथ अभी इस मार्केट के बारे में सुना और इस मार्केट के छोटे से एक ग्लिम्स को देखा, तो आप भी आपके मौके की दुकान या मौके की शॉप को एक बार एक्सपीरियंस करने के लिए हमने यहाँ पे हमारा एक प्रगति केंद्र का निर्माण किया है। प्रगति केंद्र वो है हमारे लिए कि जनरली आप आज ही उस चीज को एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हो एक बार पुणे आने के बाद, कि जो चीज आपको पोजेशन पे दी जा रही है बिल्कुल वैसा ही मार्केट यहाँ पे हमने क्रिएट किया है, बाकायदा एक्चुअल रनिंग मार्केट। ट्रेडर्स जहाँ आज भी अपनी दुकानें लगा के हमारे साथ ही आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, हमारी स्पेस को एक्सपीरियंस कर रहे हैं कि आगे जाके बिजनेस को एक नए तरीके से कैसे कर सकते हैं विद ऑल दिस फैसिलिटीज और एम्यूनिटीज। So I thank you very much for giving me time. I think I have spoken about the development. So Rohit ji, thank you very much. Sonali ji, thank you very much. I'll be open for any questions from anyone.
Thank you, Siddharth ji. Anyone has any questions, please come forward and ask.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
So if I see the concept of MTM, no doubt it's interesting, it's something new and maybe the best option. So
Yeah.
my question is, what kind of actual buyers are you looking for?
So currently this product is an apt product for all kind of buyers. When we generally look at these kind of markets, there are only two type of customers possibly who look forward to being a part of this success story in this market. One who is an actual trader who is going to grow his business from an infrastructure that is going to give him all such amenities and specification, which he is currently not getting. And two, every other investor who looks forward to be a part of the real estate success story, where there is a significant capital appreciation that they can observe. Because today, when I look at MTM, we are not doing an entire marketplace, which is almost the equivalent of what the current traders are occupying outside. So I'm just doing approximately 5% of the space what all traders are using outside, that is 2000 shops. So this creates kind of a scarcity, and everything that is scarce is equal to capital and value appreciation over a period of time, because this will then become the next go-to market as a destination market for each and every trader. So for an investor, this is the right time to be a part of this market. For an end user, this is the right time if they wish to increase the visibility and have their business grow to a different level altogether. I hope I have been able to answer your question, Nishu.
Yes, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Siddharth.
Yeah.
So I will give you a brief introduction about the wholesale trade market, that is Mahar trade market, Bibbewadi. So Solitaire and Jairaj Group, both from Maharashtra, have announced the opening of Maha trade market, that is MTM, the state's largest wholesale trade market, which spans 22 acres in Pune. MTM is conveniently placed in the city's trading area, Bibbewadi. The projected infrastructure develops is located in Pune's western corridor and is organized into 5 zones. Is dedicated to 9 primary trade sectors that include food, grains, homeware, construction equipment, apparel, accessories, jewelry, healthcare, and electronics. Here are the benefits associated with the Maha trade market. Exposure and footfall. Solitaire Bibbewadi created 5 zones for his commercial project. In this vast market, individual dealers are expected to sell tens of thousands of products. These items span a wide range of sectors and industries, including clothes, healthcare, food, grains, electronics, accessories, and household goods, to name a few. The complex is expected to have a daily footfall of roughly 70,000 people. The creator planned the facility carefully in order to accommodate the high volume of visitors. Further, it has enough parking for 6,000 vehicles now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Uh, Enhanced security. The developers have altered the safety requirements and equipment in light of the pandemic, so the tourist can acclimate to the new normal. There are 35 points of entry and exit, each with a sanitization booth. This project's strategic arrangement and roomy architecture would aid the implementation of social distancing rules. In addition, the facility has standard equipment such as smoke detectors, sprinklers, and firefighting devices. Quality infrastructure. Visitors will find a wide selection of amenities and facilities at this new business project from Solitaire MTM. Furthermore, business owners would benefit from such a high-end infrastructure, integrated corporate ecosystem, medical services, financial services, and an exhibition hall are all part of this complex. Optimal location. This project is located in one of the Pune's busiest areas, appears to have excellent commercial prospect. It has piece of Pune's strong connection. This encourages product transportation to be as smooth as possible. The commercial catchment region is quite large. Business owners will have a large customer from the huge residential zone, and demand for a wide range of items will be considered. At Maha Trade Market, a first of its kind, Pragati Kendra has opened. This Pragati Kendra Experience Zone is a tiny version of Maha Trade Market where shoppers may see, feel, and enter the store they intended to purchase. In the coming year, Maha Trade Market Pune is likely to grow into an important commercial hub. So I would like to call Mr. Siddharth for brief introduction.
Yeah. So as rightly you said, Sonali, the overall market is currently being looked at as the next trader's paradise, wherein every trader who's currently sensing an opportunity that his business has to flourish and he has a brand that needs a global presence or that needs to be put forward across to most interior part of Maharashtra or across the country in India, this becomes a trader's paradise and a trader's natural hub. So our current development, which is coming on a 22-acre land parcel, is naturally destined to become a trader's hub because within 3 kilometers radius, we already have existing markets which are known for doing wholesale business or trading business across the last 50 years. So to name a few, we have in Pune our own market yard, which is easily comparable to something which is in Mumbai, Vashi, that is our APMC, which is much larger. Then we have our timber market, again, which is catering to all kind of laminates or anything which is homeware, hardware, construction. Then there are other pet areas in Pune. So if I compare this with our audience who is based in Mumbai and something which is a Mumbai market, then we have in Mumbai like a Zaveri Bazaar, we have a Manish market, we have Mangaldas market, we have Loar Chal. Now, for the larger audience who is there with me on the call, everyone has seen that for us to enter a market, it always becomes a challenge because parking is an issue. That is where we never go into a market which is too crowded. And unfortunately, currently, there is no such infrastructure that has ever been planned, keeping the business in mind. So when the business is not kept in mind, the markets may be categorized as a particular trade hub, but they can never be called as organized because someone will possibly have every different kind of a trade category shop stacked one besides each other. With Maha Trade Market, we create this into kind of an opportunity where every trade category will have a specific zone. So as how Sonali was giving a brief description about the product, there are markets which are categorized into 5 zones, where a zone A will completely house only traders who are into food business, everything related to food, our dry fruits, our spices, our packaged food, our pulses, our dals and grains will all sit under one roof in one level, which will only be for everything related to food or FMCG products. Then moving on, our zone B will cater to everything which is related to homeware, hardware, and construction. So something which is like related to our construction activities, wherever. So for a zone B, everything that you and me generally look forward to from a hardware market or a homeware hardware furnishing market, everything will be housed under one level, which is zone B. Then moving ahead, zone C is one typical market that we can relate with everything related to clothing and accessories. And then zone D will take care of all our jewelry shopping requirements. And zone E will have office stationery, gifts, baby products, cosmetics, utensils, or anything in terms of electric or electric items, that is computer peripherals or mobile accessories. So these kind of markets, which currently are non-existent, will be the future of trade, and they will define how every other customer looks forward to these kind of developments. The reason being, one, because they will have a wider space to move around. Two, they will have a wider option which will be available for each and every customer who can safely park their car in one of the parking areas, which is 6,000 vehicles in the entire premises. They can safely move into the market by using escalators and elevators, that is rounding up the entire market to allow seamless connectivity within the market. Alternatively, they can also use stairs which are interconnected to each and every zone. So no longer will a customer or a trader need to move in and out of each market when he has to move to some other category. He will simply move in and out of the same market interzone. This will also allow all traders to show a lot of their products which currently they may not be able to show. और इसी में एक छोटी सी चीज होती है, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. अगर हम दिखाएंगे कम तो बिकेगा कम. जितना हमारे पास आज हम बनाते हैं चीजें, हम हमारी दुकानों में, हमारे स्टोर रूम्स में, हमारे वेयर हाउस में रखते हैं, बट सारी चीजें किसी भी कस्टमर के सामने नहीं आती हैं. तो यहीं पे हमारी दुकानें भी ऐसी इंटरनेशनल डिजाइन के कॉन्सेप्ट से बनाई गई है, जहाँ पे एक एक शॉप को स्टैंडर्ड हाइट, जो फ्रंटेज हमने दिया है, दैट इज 17 फीट. तो किसी भी दुकान की आप बात करेंगे तो एवरी शॉप हैज अ हाइट ऑफ 17 फीट, विच इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 लेवल्स, जहाँ पे नीचे का हिस्सा आपका 9.6 फीट का है, ऊपर का हिस्सा आपका 7.6 फीट का है. तो एक दुकान में आपको 2 स्पेसेस आ जाते हैं, जहाँ पे नीचे आपकी पूरी रिटेल या होलसेल ट्रेड हो सकती है, और ऊपर आपकी अपनी एक ऑफिस बना सकते हो आप, जहाँ से पूरा बिजनेस मैनेज किया जा सकता है. साथ साथ इसके ही साथ 3 लाख स्क्वायर फीट का वेयर हाउसिंग फैसिलिटी है इस मार्केट में, प्लस आपका 35,000 स्क्वायर फीट का लोडिंग अनलोडिंग है, जो आपके दिन भर के सामान जो अंदर बाहर होते हैं मार्केट में, ताकि आपको और किसी और को परेशानी ना हो, इसीलिए लोडिंग अनलोडिंग बे का एक अलग जगह पे निर्माण किया गया है, इसी मार्केट का हिस्सा बनता है. वेयर हाउसिंग फैसिलिटी इसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए प्रोवाइड की गई है कि आप साल भर जो सामान आपका स्टॉक करते हो और दुकान से कहीं दूर किसी और वेयर हाउस में आप स्टोर करते हो, आज के बाद यही आपके मार्केट का ही हिस्सा बनेगा, ताकि आपके वेयर हाउस और आपकी शॉप एक ही जगह पे होनी चाहिए. इसी तरह से इस मार्केट में काफी सारे एडवांटेजेस है, जो हर एक ट्रेडर को अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने में एक अच्छी तरह से एक मोटिवेशन देगा, जहाँ पे उनको अपने बिजनेस पे फोकस करते हुए नए प्रोडक्ट्स को अगर दिखाना है, तो अपने पास इस मार्केट में अपना खुद का 25,000 स्क्वायर फीट का एग्जीबिशन सेंटर है, जिसमें आप साल भर जो भी किसी ट्रेड कैटेगरी की एग्जीबिशन करनी है, तो आपको कहीं बाहर किसी और एग्जीबिशन सेंटर में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपके अपने महा ट्रेड मार्केट में आप साल के किसी भी दिन, किसी भी त्योहार के समय, जब आपका कोई नया प्रोडक्ट आता है मार्केट में, तो आप उसका एग्जीबिशन इस एग्जीबिशन सेंटर में कर सकते हो. जहां इतनी बड़ी मार्केट है, तो खाने पीने का भी अच्छा ध्यान दिया गया है, जहाँ पे इस मार्केट का अपना खुद का 25,000 स्क्वायर फुट का फूड कोर्ट है लेवल डी पे, जो अपने 15 से 20 फूड कोर्ट एरियाज में डिवाइड किया गया है, जहाँ पे पूना या लोकल क्यूजीन जो हम व्यापारियों को जनरली प्रेफर करता है, तो वो सारे क्यूजीन्स यहाँ पे लाए जाएंगे. इसी तरह इस मार्केट का निर्माण डिजाइन L35 कर रही है हमारे कंस्ट्रक्शन पार्टनर शाहपुर जी हैं, जो आज के टाइम पे जाने जाते हैं अपने 150 साल पुरानी लेगेसी के लिए, जिन्होंने हर वो नया प्रोजेक्ट जो साइज में भी बड़ा है और स्केल में भी बड़ा है, बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से उन्होंने उसकी कंस्ट्रक्शन की है. तो इसीलिए एज ए ट्रस्टेड ब्रांड सॉलिटेयर, हमने भी अपना इस डेवलपमेंट को कंस्ट्रक्शन पार्टनर सॉलिटेयर ने शाहपुर जी पालन जी को चुना है. सो मैं आप सब लोगों को एक बार फिर से अपनी पर्सनल इनविटेशन देता हूं कि आप आइए पूना और हमारा प्रगति केंद्र एक्सपीरियंस कीजिए, ताकि हम आपको एक मौका दे सके और एक मौका आप देख सको एक इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के लिए, एक अच्छे प्रोडक्ट और एक अच्छी डेवलपमेंट का हिस्सा बन सको, जो कि अपने आप में एक सक्सेस स्टोरी मानी जाएगी। थैंक यू वेरी मच। अगर किसी के कोई और सवाल है तो प्लीज डू आस्क, आई विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू आंसर ऑल योर क्वेश्चंस।
Vikas want to ask some question.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, Neeraj
What
ji.
kind of
Hello.
return should expect in the next 5 years from this project?
So currently, when we ask about returns, they are divided into two parts. One is capital appreciation, and then it's the rental yield. Now, I can just can't imagine when we have something like gold as a limited resource that has rapidly been increasing. So what I can say is today, whatever we are looking at, every trader, every investor who's looking forward to buy a part or buy a shop in MTM, he's actually buying gold at prices which are 10 years old. So that is kind of returns that we are expecting, because here it is pure economics. I am not doing 10,000 shops. It is pure 2,000 shops meant to do business. So safely the current area outside, so micro market where the market is being developed, is approximately looking at around close to 9% of ROI. That also is subjective, considering post-pandemic and pandemic has created some say trickles. But we are safely looking at having a significant capital appreciation over a period of time in the coming years. That is, by the time we come close to possession, the market being entirely sold out. Currently, we have already sold 50% of our stock. This gives us a lot of confidence, and expectations from our traders have considerably increased. That too, we are bringing about a market which will be a game changer for them to do their business. Yes, Vikas, I think you may have a question. So I'm looking forward to you, Neeraj, coming down to Pune and visiting us at Pragati Kendra. It will be our pleasure to host you on site.
Thank you.
Audience, any other questions? You can please go ahead.
Siddharth, I have a question.
Yes, Kuar.
Yeah, so if someone from Mumbai, from the audience wants to visit MTM, how will you arrange the visit?
So there are teams which are based in Mumbai, and we will facilitate the same visit for all our customers who are coming down to Pune. I think our teams are already there based in Mumbai. Mohit and his team will be arranging and facilitating the entire visits.
Wow, that is very nice. So I think it's so everybody is invited to visit to MTM, and we are looking forward to see you guys here.
See if Siddharth, if someone
Yes.
wants to come down to your office at Mumbai, so will it be possible to have a meeting there also in your office?
Absolutely, absolutely, Rohit. I think the reason we are currently based out at multiple locations is reason because there has been a high interest that we have seen from across cities, that no one really wants to miss this opportunity to be a part of the larger market. So our local city offices are more than happy, and they are equipped to allow movements and also have in-person visits on site, or even digital presence or digital presentations across the board. So if today someone actually wants to view our entire product, I will be more than happy to take them through the entire product digitally also. Or if someone wants to visit Pune, then yes, we will arrange their travel. And alternatively, if someone wants to visit our Mumbai office, then my team in Mumbai will be more than happy to give them an entire experience in Mumbai itself.
And can you also tell which other parts of the country like your teams are available?
So currently my teams are based out of multiple locations across Maharashtra. So Mumbai being one of them, we are also actively present in Nasik, Kolhapur, Nagar, Satara and Aurangabad.
Okay, and it will be great if you can share some of that testimonials, Siddharth, of your clients, and which you have shown me. That was really very great. And
Correct.
even if you can give the breakup of the customers from like how many are there from which part of the Maharashtra or the which part of the India, because when I've seen your project last time, many of your customers were there from the other parts of the Maharashtra and the other parts of the country also. And this is the one of the very unique concept in India till now, which I have seen.
Correct. So I'll tell you why there has been an interest which from other parts of Maharashtra, because currently there is no such organized market which allows safe business or secure business from any part of the infrastructure that they are operating from. Now, every infrastructure which has been in existence since last 40 or 50 years has actually become saturated. And more or less, that was never a planned market or an organized market. So there is now no scope of any further development or creating space or changing the way how the internal loads are made or even allowing more parking to be created. That is where this kind of market will withstand all pressure, and also in future will allow every trader to jumpstart their entire business, if at all, wherever there is a need be, to increase their overall business presence in India or abroad. Because there are a lot of pluses, like a trader in Maha trade market will have access to digitization of his business. He also will get advantage of being a part of a larger audience or larger trader business. By being a part of MTM, he will have access to multiple locations wherever we come up in the form of Vikreta Kendra. Now, Vikreta Kendra is first of its kind by any developer who is creating a big market in Pune, but at the same time simultaneously creating smaller setups and warehousing facilities around the state of Maharashtra to facilitate and boost trade. So someone who's in Pune and is selling anything in Maha trade market will also be equally visible in other markets, which wherever the Maha trade market will create their hubs or even say micro markets. So in case if anyone wishes to ask any other questions about the development, please do ask. Moreover, if anyone who would want to visit us in the coming days itself, we would be more than happy to host them on our site so that I can help you get the complete experience of the development. And I can just can't imagine how the scene would be 3 years down the line when the entire market will be functional, because I am currently sitting in Maha trade market in Pune, and here there are already customers who are viewing us and moving around in the market and having discussions to identify their most preferred shops. And there is an introductory offer currently that we are having for our customers based across. So something like a Pune Smart Traders benefits, they are being extended to our customers across the board.
Siddharth, one of
Yes.
our investor, Mr. Arvind Singh, has been wanted to know about our other projects. What kind of the projects we are doing presently, in other parts of the country or the Pune?
So currently, we are significantly present across the city, that is Pune, majorly. And soon we will be expanding our footprints across other cities in India itself, or rather in Maharashtra. So in Mumbai, there are commercial and residential developments that soon will be unlocked. Apart from that, in Pune, currently we are actively doing more of business.
We want to know that other projects, what we are doing it in Pune other than MTM. If you can throw some lights on that, other residential and the commercial projects.
Sure. So there are other projects in Pune that apart from MTM that we are doing, it's more of residential and commercial developments that are something like a one of its kind office spaces known in the form of Solitaire Business Hub. So when we talk about Solitaire Business Hub, we are located in multiple locations, that is Viman Nagar, Kalyani Nagar, Baner and Balewadi. Now these are not regular offices which basically will just have a setup, but these are powered by IBE, that is an integrated business ecosystem, which allows each and every customer who is a part of Solitaire Business Hub by owning an office space to also have access to various other services that generally one has to create from his own area, that is board rooms, conference rooms, discussion rooms, pantry services. So every office that we have a dedicated space of approximately 5,000 square feet plus, only reserved for our office space owners across Pune to access from any location wherever they want, so that they can access office at multiple locations instead of just being a part of one large office. So something more like a co-working space. And then we have Solitaire World in Bibewadi. That is an ultra luxurious development located in Bibewadi itself, say 200-300 meters down the road from Maha Trade Market, which is a mixed use development having 4 and 5 bed configuration in 4 residential towers, supported by retail development, high-end retail stores, more like a high-end street. And also we are bringing about Pune's largest theater, that is 1800 seater Inox, which is coming up in Solitaire World itself. So apart from office spaces, residential, we also are more importantly into master development, where we are currently developing more than 500 acres of land parcel, creating an entire city and subdividing and giving it to other foremost developers like Godrej, Ascendas, BTP, and Mahindra, who will be creating their own structures on a land parcel which has been created by us. That is a part of a larger master development for us. Kuar, you can add in case if you would wish to add anything.
Siddharth, majorly everything has got covered, and I think more information should be given when we receive our guests here in MTM. I think
absolutely
that's better.
Absolutely. So we would still be open for any questions. I will share my number with you, Rohit ji, in case if you wish to have anyone who has any question in specific may not have been asked right now or maybe recollected a little later. You can always connect back with me, and I'll be more than happy to answer their questions, be it technical or be it from a sales perspective or product perspective.
Thank you, Siddharth ji. I will definitely share the questions, and even I'm going to I'm looking to have good amount of the site visits on this weekend.
Absolutely. It's more like current expectations. I'll just share with you. Last weekend, we had approximately 100 plus visitors on site. Now, those 100 plus visitors, almost 80% of them were more of end users who were into businesses of manufacturing, trading, or even further sub-selling, distribution network. So more of FMCG products. We are in current discussion with leading brands who are willing to be a part of this largest organized market, because they see a future here where there will be daily footfall of almost 1 lakh stepping in, stepping out of the market, and creating an ambience where only it's business that will be more discussed and transacted. So I invite you all once again to come down to Maha Trade Market in Pune and experience Pragati Kendra along with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharth. Now I would like to thank audience and speakers for their valuable time.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm very much thankful to Kunwaji and Siddharji to be making everything possible on such a short duration. And we are definitely looking at a good amount of the site visits from our end in this weekend.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you all the participants to be here and patiently listening to all of us. Looking forward, guys. Okay, thank you, Rohit.
Thank you everyone for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, Rohit ji. Thank you, Sonali. We will see you all in Pune at Maha Trade Market. Thank you. Bye.